Welcome to the Growth Unlocked podcast. We share insights on navigating sales and scaling your business. Joining us today is Chloe Taylor Brown, founder of the PEP Institute, who has an amazing journey in focusing on a holistic approach that connects personal mastery with professional success. Her work helps leaders and teams standardize their approach to high-level strategy and execution. Chloe, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. So to kick things off, what is the most significant outcome your clients achieve from partnering with the PEP Institute?
I would think that the most important thing is that they start to learn a new language, the language of excellence and authenticity and presence. And they may have heard those words before, but they've never embodied them. So one of the greatest things that I like with my clients, no matter where they're from, when we're finished, they start to embody who it is that they want to become and why they've started to work with me. And not only are they, of course, initially they're practicing on what it is, like we all do, to practice. We practice gets us there. And then they start to take it on and embody it. So that's what I really like about it.
Yeah, that's powerful. Can you share a quick example of a client who achieved that specific outcome?
Yes, I'll give you one example of a very high-level corporate executive. This was at the Home Depot, and her boss hired me to work with her because he wanted her to have a more polished image to go along with her position, because she had really leveled up from actually being a cashier in college to now being a senior vice president. I think she is. She continues to level up, so I'm not really sure, but she's responsible for more than 100,000 people in her role. Well, when we first started to work together, she really didn't care about her visual appearance because she was excellent at what she did, and she didn't understand the value of that. And so at one point I was at her house to work with her, and she was under great distress. And I thought, wow, I'm not going to be able to use this outer thing with her. So I had an opportunity to start using this personal work with her. And even before that 1 hour session was over, she says, I'm quoting her, "Oh, you're good for me. You're good for me." And I loved it. And so at that point, when she realized that the work that I was doing with her was more innate, she took it on. And after 3 months, when we completed that work, I got a call 4 months, a whole month later, from her boss, who's now the CEO of Lowe's, saying to me that what I had done was beyond miraculous, and he wanted to create a program for me. So what she did was she embodied what it was that we were working on. And quite frankly, she did it very quickly. Once she understood the game and how to play it, she stepped into it and she played it very well. And then there's also one of my clients right now that I'm working with. I'm very proud of her. Her name is Michelle. And I started working with Michelle last October. And she kind of sensed that her job was going to be faded out. So probably maybe 3 months ago, sure enough, her job ended, but she was ready. And she wanted to become a PEP coach, because I also train individuals in HR individuals, professionals, to become trained in the modality of the personal excellence profile. So that's what Michelle has been doing. And so I'm so proud of her. She's done her rebrand photo shoot. She stepped into it. It's not just about putting on makeup and clothes. She's really embodied that. And I was so happy for her, because last week she called me to tell me that she's booked a TV appearance that's this Wednesday, and I'm going to be going with her.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's very exciting. Yeah, these stories are very nice.
Thank you.
When you talk about client results, is there a measurable outcome you can
Oh,
guarantee within a time frame?
yes. Now, it's not like a pill you take. The clients or the team, the members in the team, they have to do the work. You don't just get it and aha, so you have to practice. So initially, when I first started working with an individual or a team, each person takes a personal excellence profile, the assessment that shows you a profile of your excellence and how you're using it. And so it's not just a profile that leaves you hanging and tells you what your personality is, because quite frankly, your personality can shift. I can be I can be mommy today and executive tonight, so your personality can shift. So, but it's going to give you a clear measurement of where you are right now and what to do about it. And as we're doing the work over the weeks and over the months, your framework within yourself, your whole mindset is shifting. And so you are actually leveling up and you can feel the energy, it's frequency, you can feel it. And so at the end of that coaching series, you take the assessment again and you can see how you've leveled up. So it's right there in the data and it's also in your own life because you feel it, you see it, you experience it in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What was the spark that led you to create the business? Was there a problem you were passionate about solving?
Um, well, it was kind of the fallout for a problem. So when I was younger, I could make things happen. After I learned how to make things happen, I could make things happen. And tragically, one of our children passed away. He drowned from a swimming pool accident.
Sorry
And
to hear that.
yes, and from that, my husband and I slowly lost our energy, our excellence. It was our joy, and we were wallowing in self-pity. And so when you're wallowing in self-pity and you're thinking negatively or you're feeling bad about yourself and you don't know how to get your energy back or to be who you want to be, you start to lose your energy, and that is your frequency. So it is kind of like it's opening the door and going in before you get there because your energy, your frequency goes out. And so people may not know what it is, but you don't get invited to all the parties that you were invited to before because your energy is heavy, it's weighty, it's too serious. And so from that, I knew that that wasn't the real me, but I didn't really know how to work on it. I just kept complaining. And finally, I complained to the right person, and they said, "Oh, it sounds like you need a coach." And so I got a coach, and I was a really great student to be coached and leveled up. And my coach took notice and invited me to be trained, and so that's how we got the PEP. I was being trained, and my coach was watching me, and he told me that I was doing a great job, but I was going too slow because they couldn't see what I could see. And so, sure enough, when you see yourself in the personal excellence profile, you see yourself and it's not made up and you know it's true and then you know what to do. So it just makes all the difference. And that's how that came to me. I'm truly very fortunate to be the steward of the personal excellence profile.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's a very touching story. So you used it for yourself, and then you took it away and created this business.
Yes, I use
Yeah.
the personal excellence profile for myself and with my family. Even now, I take it at least every 3 to 4 months, at least twice a year. I try to do that because, as circumstances, situations change, you need to monitor your energy and your excellence. So it was the coaches and their modalities that got me to shift. And so they trained me. And when I needed some help in helping my clients, they helped me to create this framework, this modality to work with my clients.
Yeah, that's amazing. So just changing a little bit, with all these trends that we're seeing right now, I'm curious, how are you currently spending your day at the PEP Institute?
I spend my day, so I've had the PEP since 2010. but I didn't look at it the way that I see it now. So before it was for me and for my clients, and 2 years ago, well, more than 2 years ago, I started training other PEP coaches. But within the last year, I realized that the assessment is SaaS. It's a software as a service, and it goes even further to be software as a sacred service because it's about the whole person. So I've been spending a lot of time transitioning my business from a 1 to 5 person team to a 1 to 5 person team now that uses AI and goes to conferences and workshops and things to learn about tech now. I'm going to an event tomorrow night that's called the SIGGI Award. And the SIGGI Award is here in Atlanta, and it's with tech founders, investors, and people who are pitching and people who are getting awards. So I'm spending a lot of time having those conversations and learning how to embody that. So I'm now practicing what I preach because I'm going into a new framework. Even though I've had the PEP all this time, I haven't known that it was a SaaS. And so I'm a tech founder.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting. So looking ahead, what are your primary goals for the next 6 to 12 months for your business? Are there like big milestones?
Yes, I really want to train more PEP coach practitioners because I'm not going to be able to do the work that I envision for myself alone. I'm no longer just a small nucleus. We are poised to really be, I guess, positioned to be big players in this whole tech business of transformational human tech. So with the PEP, it is a software as a sacred service. So we're right on the cusp of human tech, ed tech, and well tech. So you'll have to take the assessment to see exactly what I'm saying. And I know, was I supposed to send that to you? Or
yeah, I can definitely check it out on the website.
Okay.
So to hit those milestones, which area of your business needs the most attention right now? Is it sales, operations?
I need sales and marketing. So I'm working with someone now who's helping me to go out to learn more and to connect more with the people that I need to connect with. And she's also going to help me to position myself for sales and marketing. So I'm still coaching individuals and some group clients, but my main focus is positioning the PEP Institute as a major player in the human tech and well tech, ed tech arena.
Right. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of potential within the firm. What would be the impact on your business if you don't hit those specific milestones?
The impact on my business if I don't hit those milestones is that I will definitely fall somewhere between where I was and where I'm going. So however it's going to be a level up for me.
Right.
So it's going to be good no matter if, you know.
Right. Now let's talk about the breadth of any business leads. How do you typically find and attract the ideal customers?
So now remember, this is a new game for me. Before, my ideal customers would come to me from corporate America, from HR that's wanting their high potential to level up in some way. And so now I'm learning all of this. I'm learning everything that's going on. One moment. I had a little glitch there. I'm sorry. So I'm learning what I have to do now in this space. So remember, this is I just started this year of understanding that I am the founder of a tech company. so so not all, as far as my software and what I've been doing individually, I'm still doing that, but now I'm leveling up to be more than just myself and
Right.
a handful of people. I want to be able to make an impact and to leave a large, substantial legacy.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
And so that means I have a lot to learn.
Right. I guess what's been the most surprising and effective lead generation channel you've used at this point?
Well, I've been using since I've known that this was the PEP Institute was a tech company, putting everything into Go High Level, which is a whole platform for the business that everything is all practically built in. And so that's a great learning curve as well. So look at me as being a person who is in graduate school, who hasn't been to school in 25 years. That's kind of where I am as far as running the tech company. My day-to-day is some coaching and not moving out of that, because that's really a gift for me to be able to see excellence in people and draw it out. But now I need to position the PEP company, this whole institute, as a major player in the tech industry of transformational human tech.
Right, this is a great attitude, understanding that you have to keep learning and taking actions within the business. So yeah, we all struggle sometimes in business. Mm-hmm. What's your biggest frustration or challenge right now within the firm?
I don't know if it's a business thing, but to be truthful, sometimes I just want somebody in my family to see what I see and play with me and roll with me. And I don't know, maybe other founders have that thing, but I see them looking at me, working, and they're just looking. They don't, so that's one thing. It's not necessarily with the business. It's my mindset of feeling that I need and want some family members with me. I don't know if that's answered.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But in terms of the business itself, is there any specific bottlenecks?
Well, I would love to have an investor partner. It wouldn't be enough for me for someone to say, here's $500,000 for you to set everything up because I believe you. I would need a partner who's going to be right there with me. So that has been my, I don't know if it's a thorn in my side, but it's definitely been painful to be with yourself. You do have other people that work with you, but maybe it's something from my childhood. I don't know, Mauricio, or what. I don't know.
This is amazing, because a lot of people think that partnership is a 1 + 1 = 2, but in reality, when it's a powerful partnership, it multiplies. So I definitely agree with that.
Yes.
So once the lead comes in, how do you turn them into a client? Can you walk us through that journey?
Well, typically what I do is that my magic happens when I'm with people. So being with someone like this is good too, but being with a person, if I can go meet with the person and find out what they really want and show them how what we're doing can really help them to elevate, it really does become a win-win. And so that's been my greatest way of opening doors. But then again, I need someone to open those doors for me.
Yeah.
The doors are open, I can walk through the deals and everything, but getting the doors open, that's where I've always had a challenge. And I do, this is my excuse. In my first career, I was a model, and I still am a model, but I'm not in Milan and Paris on the runways or anything. But my agent will call me. I love how my Tiziana and Milan would call me, darling, you're booked for da 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 da, and your flight is this, and we're making this much money. So, that was so wonderful. And
Right.
I think that that kind of got in my head for a while, or maybe that's just not where my expertise lies. And I've tried to be my own accountant. I don't like that. I don't want to do that.
Mm.
I'm not good at that. I don't care who's going to try to make me. I'm not going to do it. So
Yeah.
things that we have to know that, where we can step up and shine, and where we are going to be mediocre. And so if I'm going to be mediocre doing accounting, why would I want to do something where I know I'm not going to be excellent?
Right. Yeah, definitely agree with that. A lot of the times, a lot of people are trying to do different things, and it might not be the thing for them. So you just have to go with what God gave you. So
Yes. And you know what? We have to not be ashamed to
mm,
say that that's not for me.
right,
That's not for me. That's not my area. I'm not good at that. And I don't want to be. I don't care about that.
right.
Mhm.
What's your approach to client retention growth? Is it the results that they have, or what is it?
So typically, a client with me would work for anywhere from 3 to 9 months. Some clients, like superstars, can get it 3 months, and some people would work with me. The first lady I told you about in corporate, that was 3 months, and then the lady that I've just told you about, who's going to be on her first interview,
Mm,
an entire year. But some of these clients will go off and they'll experience that and flourish, and then something will come up and they'll call me back. But coaching and helping people to strategize with their life is not the same as counseling. If I have a client who stays with me for 2 or 3 years, I'm a terrible coach, and they are
mm,
not a good client. So
right,
coaching is, let's do this, we're going to make it happen. Counseling and therapy, you sit back and you share your problems, and you just kind of take it easy. You can go for 10 years. But
right,
coaching is, let's do it, let's go, let's go, let's go.
right. Yeah, that makes sense. So, um, driving by results. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
Every business has a North Star. What's the grand vision for the PEP Institute in the next 3 to 5 years? What impact do you hope to make? And what does that success look like?
Okay, I'll straighten myself up. So my ideal is to leverage everything that I have within the PEP Institute and to position it as maybe $100 million tech company in the next 3 years. I feel that, well, I know that this can happen because of the results that I've been able to do just with myself and a very small team. And I know that with empowering and fueling my company with AI and automation, and even having the PEP where the coaches don't have to always debrief, then that will really, really take us to where we want to go. And also to license the PEP to corporations and organizations and train their entire HR teams. And one of the things now is that the PEP is a tool that is the rudiment. It's like once you learn your alphabets, you can make words and sentences and paragraphs and write books. That is
Mm,
exactly the way that the PEP is. I've written curriculums from the PEP. I've created different programs and different other uh, assessments. So it is definitely a foundational tool that can take us to our highest level. Uh, Honestly, if I were to be invited or hired to come in to into DC, as dysfunctional as it is, and if I could get each one of the people
mm,
to take the PEP and to aggregate their teams, they would see
right.
themselves. They would not like it, but if they would allow us, the PEP Institute, to work with them, it could transform. So this is where I believe that we could be with the right support in 3 to 5 years.
That's amazing. If you truly believe it and you speak, it will happen. So
yes, with the right team.
Right. What are the current trends you're seeing in your market right now, especially in the areas like AI implementation, lead generation, overall industry innovation?
Well, I'm seeing that things are moving rapidly. And I'm learning about all of this right now as we speak. I'm really happy to meet people like you and some other people. So everything has opened up for me, even since I changed my bio on LinkedIn. You would never have reached out to me with my old bio and me with my old mindset, which was just less than a year ago. Not that I didn't think of the PEP being that way, but I didn't know how big it could be. And I didn't know what I actually had been gifted. So I see that we could go really far, but it's not up to me to know how to do everything. I don't know a lot of the questions that you're asking me. I don't know. I can't see fully because I'm learning the language. So I don't even know all the words that I need to speak to you in the language of tech. I'm learning that.
Yeah, that's a great attitude though. You're taking to learn, and you keep going. Is there a specific to that specific trend? Is there a major initiative right now with the PEP Institute?
Yes, I'm working with a professor from one of the universities here, and she was blown away with her results from the PEP and everything that I'm telling you. And so what we're working on now is aligning what she does as a professor and in communications and journalism with the PEP to create a program for young people, Gen Z, and young people from 18 to 30, because they are suffering. So remember, I was saying to you that the whole modality could be, it's well tech and ed tech. So we're combining the well tech and ed tech for the young people and putting it together with programs. So we'll have mentors to teach them how to, for lack of a better way of describing it, is adulting 101.
Right.
So a lot of Gen Z and also some millennials have not been trained to be adults, especially Gen Z. And so that's where we see that coming in. Also, I've written a curriculum called Girl Swag that is the PEP in action. So the goal is to put the PEP in action. We can coach, but to really give it legs, and the breath, the wind, to be able to breathe and fly and flourish. So that's what I'm anticipating with the programs that we're creating. And so there's a lot going on that I'm really excited about. Some things that I'm having to turn away because I can't take on, because I don't want to get ahead of myself before I know. I don't know enough yet.
Yeah.
But this is what my coach told me years ago when I was first being coached, when he saw this light in me, that I could see the light in other people and draw it out. He was like, go share. There were 40 of us in the class, and he was saying, go back and share. So I looked around and I'm like, and I raised my hand. It's like, you want me to go share? And he's like, yeah. And I said, I don't know enough. And he says, well, you know more than they do. Share that and come back and get some more when you need more. So that's what I'm going to do. When I need more, I'm going to call you.
Right. Yeah. I definitely believe this could help a lot of the younger generation and the young professionals coming out. So yeah, this is amazing. For leaders within our industry that are facing similar challenges, and for our audience, what's one piece of advice you would give them?
For anyone who's facing a challenge of uncertainty, especially within themselves, we all need to know that it's okay, because we can look back on our lives from years past when we had the levels of uncertainty, we all got through it. However, right now, you can take the personal excellence profile and see a profile of your own excellence and learn exactly what to do about it in 12 of your most important life abilities, from how you value yourself, how you perceive, how you make decisions about what you perceive. An example that I like to give about when people know that they perceive something, they know it, they don't make decisions about it. And so when you have a really high level feeling within your gut, I want you to trust your gut and make a decision about it, because you're not going to be that wrong, because you're going to fall where you've always made your decisions, at the worst thing. But just think, if you take a chance on yourself about what you perceive in your gut, trust your gut, I can almost guarantee you that you're going to get a little closer, if you have goals, a little closer to where you want to go.
Yeah, these are great insights. Thank you, Chloe, for sharing all these valuable insights today. Where can our listeners find you and learn more about you and the PEP Institute?
Well, you can always find me at Chloe Taylor Brown on all social media. That's LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, or is it X, and also Instagram and TikTok. And of course, the pepinstitute.com.
Yeah, and thank you for tuning in to Growth Unlocked. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend and subscribe. We'll be back next time with more strategies to help you scale your business.